when it comes to narcissistic individuals, there's often a pattern in their behaviour, which is the idealisation of who you are as a person and the relationship they have with you and who they are as a person, selling you an illusion of everything that you would like life to be, to their devaluation, where they're going to put you down and make you feel like you're worth less than you actually are. And then those intermittent reinforcements, from when they treat you so well to treating you horrifically. They usually find some form of replacement before they discard you because they need that supply. They're often smearing your name to make out that you're the toxic one, you're the negative one, you're the problem, so that they can avoid consequences for their actions. And more often than not, when they see you doing better without them, or when they feel like they have a need for you, they come back with the Hoover to suck you right back into their games and start with the idolization process all over again, just to devalue you all over again. And it becomes a cycle. And it's not until we recognise the cycle that we have become trapped in that we can begin to separate ourselves from it and distance ourselves from that individual. And it's not an easy thing to do when it's your parent or an adult child or a partner that you've spent many years with, or even a year or two with. It's very difficult to separate yourself from people that you care about. And with a narcissistic individual, although they do follow these very similar patterns, sometimes they might not. They are individuals within themselves. So sometimes a narcissistic individual might not return. While most narcissists often return to former partners or to their parents or to their children for various reasons, there are also scenarios where they do not come back. So a narcissistic individual can walk away from their parents when their parents have called them out on something or said no to them, and then go back to the parents when they want something. They can walk out on a partner and then go back to the partner when they want something. They can walk out on their own children, and then 6 months, a year down the line, they come back to gain the supply, to gain the attention, to get something, to benefit themselves, and then they disappear all over again. However, sometimes they will walk away from their children and not return, their parents and not return, their partner and not return. More often than not, this is due to the narcissist having a new source of supply. Narcissists seek that constant attention and validation and admiration from other people to boost their ego. And if they found a new source of supply that is currently more gratifying than an old source of supply is perceived to be, they will stick with that new source of supply. And then they might replace that new source of supply with another new source of supply rather than going back to an old source of supply. They might not feel the need to return to a previous partner as long as they can continue getting supply from someone or from somewhere. And usually, if they've caused that much damage and left that much destruction in their wake, they are going to very swiftly move from place to place to get away with their behaviour, to cover their tracks. So another reason they might not return is if they've caused that irreparable damage. Sometimes the damage done during the relationship and the discard phase is so severe that the narcissist might sort of think that you're still the issue, but there's no going back, that it's irreparable. They more often than not will still blame you for it. However, if things have escalated to sort of legal actions, if there's serious conflicts or a complete breakdown in some sort of way, they might come back, as in dragging you back into the court system, but they'll not return to get the relationship back on track unless they think it benefits or helps them in some way if they can get the relationship back. Loss of control. If the narcissist parent or former partner or child is no longer falling for the narcissist charm, has got their own sense of independence, is doing well, and it makes it difficult for the narcissist to regain control over the person, they might not choose to return in order to protect their own ego. They'll still blame their child. They'll still blame their child's other parent. They'll still blame their partner, their ex-partner. They'll still blame their parents. It's always somebody else's fault and never their own. Fear of rejection. We can all fear rejection. It's a normal human emotion. And when it comes to narcissists, they have a very fragile ego and they also can fear rejection. If they sense that their parent or their child or their ex-partner is going to reject them or is likely to reject them or is no longer going to be manipulated by them, they will avoid returning. The narcissist will avoid returning to avoid the blow to their ego. So if their child has gained their independence and is no longer hanging on the narcissistic parent's every word, the narcissist might not return because they've got nothing to gain from the child. Every action with a narcissist is a transaction. There's also public image concerns. So narcissistic individuals are more concerned about their image, which is why they gaslight and why they project and why they play the victim. It's all about their personal public image that they're trying to sell to those around them. People can be concerned about their public image, but not to the degree or the extent that a narcissist goes to. If returning to a former partner or a parent or a child would harm their reputation or expose them to some form of criticism, the narcissist is less likely to return. They're not going to take the risk. So if the narcissist doesn't want to have any part in their child's life because their child doesn't supply them the attention, and the narcissist has blamed the other parent to a point where it's very difficult for the narcissist to backtrack, they might pretend to try and get re-involved in their child's life. They're making no effort whatsoever. They'll claim they are, but they won't do. Same as a former partner. If they've blamed their former partner for everything and smeared their name to a degree where they can't be seen to be going back. Burn bridges. Sometimes we do have to burn bridges to light the way to a much brighter future. And narcissistic individuals can also burn bridges so thoroughly that there is no visible path back. This could be due to mutual friends or family members or people that have sort of seen through the narcissist's facade, and the narcissist has lost that sense of control, so they have to move on. New interests and new opportunities. Just like most people, when you're grieving the loss of something, when you're moving past something, you have to take the small steps in life to find the new interest, to find the new opportunities, to get you back up and get you back going again and get you focused on something. And narcissistic individuals are capable of this too. If they can find a new interest, if they can find a new source of supply that can occupy their attention, they will. Whether it be a new romantic interest or a career move or any other form of personal gain. Anyone going for some sort of personal gain that is beneficial to themselves without harming other people, there's nothing wrong with that. With a narcissistic individual, they will go all out to exploit others for their own personal gain, for their own new opportunity or interest. If a narcissist has enough sources of supply occupying their mind, they're less likely to return to Hoover, a parent, an ex-partner, or one of their children. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, understanding their behaviours and recognising why they behave in the manners that they do kind of helps us understand what we've been through and helps us support and healing within ourselves, moving forward, processing it to a point where you can then start to focus on new things and move forward. Sometimes we just need the understanding. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the new subscribers and your continued support of the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links will be in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon: 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People If You Cannot Go No Contact, a Narcissist Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to give you more understanding of narcissistic and emotional abuse, how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, and the new book which is about the hilarious and horrifying narcissistic memes and their meanings, and this is currently out now on Amazon, and the links for those will be in the description if you'd like to go and check them out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.